who infringes the law or offends the right of any person. The station will also refuse to take any call from any person who, in WinFM's considered opinion, is likely to expose the station to liability for statements made on the air.
Welcome to Island Tea with your faves. Keep it locked in with us for your daily dose of hot tea, only on Win Media 98.9.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN. It's Friday.
Indeed it is, just like that, boy.
Just like that, December 16th.
Just like
Yeah.
that.
But guys, you're here with your faves, me, Azem, and of course, I'm joined by the lovely Jade, Gwen, Idita, CPL, Mathis, Stewart, Two Hoop Johnson, who wasn't here yesterday and was missed by the masses, but she's here today. Jade, how are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Yeah? Your bangle's bangling, yeah?
You know, like, yeah. I bangle sometimes.
Yeah, you got bangle. But, yeah, how was your day yesterday? And of course...
toddler filled.
But of
filled.
course, he just kind of hung around, didn't really bother you that much. Stuck to himself, you know, maybe read an encyclopedia or something like that.
No, that is not correct.
No? No. Hey, what you used to do when you were younger to pass the time and not bother like the adults?
Go outside, go play with the cement blocks. Yeah. To the point that one time, just drop on my foot.
Yeah?
Fun.
Send the block to the instep in fun, man.
No. Like my childhood by myself consisted of a lot of things that I probably shouldn't have been doing.
Yeah. But I mean, just general childhood. I was boring. See, part of the thing is, where I lived for most of the like child years and thing. Ain't really that much going on.
No, yeah.
So I used to literally have to run away from home, but what is the guy Dubai? How would I describe that? It's to hide from the chance. So what would happen? Morning, mommy, you listening? So
You're too big now, she ain't bang you.
no, but then no. I used to see what happened is my brother used to go to the same school. Big up Newton School. I mean to Newton School, not Tucker Clark. But big up Tucker Clark, same man. And so what used to happen is I would have to kind of wait until my grandfather used to pick us up until I see the bus coming, and then I'd have to get him to go by the gate, and then I'd have to kind of hang back and kind of watch him go to the bus, make sure he good. You gotta make sure the little bus safe. You know what I mean? And then when my grandfather was kind of fed up and waiting for me to come, then he just turned off.
Wow.
And then I would pretty much have the afternoon to kind of gallivant throughout like Pans Passion. So.
Oh, I used to gallivant through the park. And I mean the OG park, and not this new park that I am at right now.
Yeah.
They had the carib stand and had the little thing on the cricket field.
Yeah, the mound. People playing about the mound, yeah? People playing about the mound.
Yeah, I don't climb up there and get stick already. Shout out to Shabazz.
Yeah?
Me and Shabazz used to climb all over Warner Park. Like, you know how they used to lock the stadium itself where people just sit?
Yeah.
They never used to stop us.
No.
We just climb up beside.
Climb up the side, then you could go through, you could have go down by the, anyway, we ain't gonna tell the children
Yeah,
not to
don't
do
tell
that.
the children. I could talk about the Carib boards, the scoreboard, because they ain't there no more, so they ain't know to climb it.
Right.
But yeah, I climb up and couldn't get back down.
Any Carib scoreboard?
Yeah. Literally, my feet wasn't touching the bottom to get back down. So I had to tell Shabazz go home, to call somebody, but I wasn't about to wait till he come back.
No, you find a way down.
Man. I had to overcome my fear and just shimmy down.
Yeah. And you know the other thing that I got some good memories in the old Warner Park, you know. I had an uncle that used to play table tennis. And you know the building that was on it used to be the street. The building there, they still have all the table tennis tables there. So, you know, I would go up there and watch him play table tennis, and I'd be in there a couple of times. I had fun doing that. And I used to go to the park and sit on the mound. That's before the stadium was even there.
They know not about that to tell you.
They know not about that. Yeah. You go watch. The first time I went to the park, I remember my first game in the park. It was Newton versus Saddlers. And them time Saddlers has been the premier. Hey, talking about that there. Whatever happened to Blackburn?
Who?
Exactly. Whatever happened to Blackburn?
I don't hear what them there yet.
Blackburns was like a team based in Market Street. Yeah, Market Street had a team. And they were really good. Big up Mem one time. Mem used to play for Market.
Oh, and then he came over to the winning team.
Yeah, and then he come Newton. Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, I hear about all sorts of other teams before that, Santos and all kind of thing. Them there before my time.
Yeah,
I know Blackburn. I know Blackburn's United. And they were a good team.
No, I just say know them.
Yeah, a really good team. But yeah, man, I asked this in the first place. I was telling you about Nick Jaden just not giving you any trouble yesterday. And
you're not little boys here about nothing.
Yeah. But it was lame, yeah. But my father, as I say, used to have, but he has, because it probably tripled since the time I was that age, a lot of books.
Oh, yeah, man.
So I used to just go up the books and see what going on in the books.
I really want to get into that.
What happened is, right, at one point we didn't have any cable.
Ah, that's the problem.
Yeah, we didn't have any
Not a
cable.
cable,
Which
okay.
is one of the reasons why I used to not go home in the afternoon.
Because you gotta...
because it wasn't my fault. You couldn't be socially accepted in class if you didn't know what was happening in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, that won't make sense.
So that wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense for me to go home, not know what's happening on Dragon Ball Z, and then become a social outcast. So I would have to not go home when I was supposed to go home. I used to chill by my partner Dylan. Big up Dylan one time. Oh no, he be no bad. Anyway, big up Dylan. Big up Dylan. And his mom used to let me just come in and watch Dragon Ball Z, and then directly after Dragon Ball Z, we go on the court. So depending on what season it is, you're either playing football or you're playing basketball.
The people don't come in for you over the team?
Well, Charles Morton is telling me that Backbone is from McKnight. Yes, that's actually
And
true.
not Market Street.
That's
okay?
true.
Okay.
But players was on Market Street.
The man say where the team from.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
I apologize. But the thing is, though, so I would go play football or basketball. One of the two, depending on the season. But then here comes the hard part now.
What the?
Men live in Newton, yeah. Right? So you know what I mean?
You gotta get home.
I gotta get home. How I get home?
Oh.
It's two cane feel I got to
No, you call him Mr. Bailey.
but 2 cane feel I got one show. 2 cane feel. No, the issue is main mind taking the one to home a mine. Like so main mind running through the cane field, bust out on the bypass, then go to the next cane field, reach up on the hill. Main mind that. The issue was if the game would have to end at a particular time, which made sense for me to run through. Because let's say the game tight, and the game don't end with the sun at a particular point in the sky, let me run through them game field there. So you know what I gotta do? I gotta go McKnight by my grandmother now. Because
Explain why. Cause listen,
hey.
I remember when I was younger, they used to tell me these stories about the people in the Canfield, right? Boy, I never wanted to go in there at all. They used to tell me about sucking yaw and what? The what do you lantern people them they call?
Jack-o'-lantern.
Who got in there?
I
The
never
people that with goat foot, a human body, and they can't bend down and so.
I don't
They
even
bring it to there.
I don't even think for me it was a matter of like scared or anything like that, jumpy or anything. My thing was just like you can't see. Like you can't
Which
see.
makes it even more plausible for me not to go because the Canfield people gonna kill me.
Yeah, it's true. Them
The
true.
Canfield people gonna kill me as
Yeah,
in
yeah.
well many of these people, but the Canfield things, yeah, certain things I just don't play with. And dark is one of them. Dark in a Canfield? Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's true. So I would have to literally just walk out by kind of late, you know. So at that point is down Sandon Road, down on the Bay Road, straight McKnight, and then pray for the best.
Listen,
Pray for the best, bye.
at
Pray for
least
the
it's
best.
safe, you know.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Listen,
I'm still here.
they ain't kill you.
Yeah.
They probably wanted to couple times, but they ain't kill you.
Hey, watch your people. Somebody said Lord Jack-o'-lantern. But people afraid them there.
But watch it, certain things ingrained in my memory forever. The Suckanyo is one, because my brother used to tell me them stories all the time.
Yeah.
And the Jack-o'-lanterns, them. They had other ones, though. I can't remember the name.
We're doing a disservice to this generation, you know, by not scaring them.
Yeah, like, why am I scared with
Senseless.
the children, them?
We have to scare the children senseless.
We have to bring back these stories, man. I actually wanted to do like a Caribbean-based paranormal activities YouTube series. I think I'm gonna do it. So. Let's talk about all the things that, you know.
We got too much lights now, man. Everybody street light walking. Back in the day, you know,
We
even they had
one.
the street lights them. You know, half of them ain't walking.
Yeah, we only had one, and that they're way up the road. So
We got too much lights now, man. That's what happened. The jack-o'-lantern them ain't coming out like usual.
I
The
believe.
Sukunyan and them thing there, Jumbie.
Yeah.
Yeah. A good Jumbie story used to be nice just before you go sleep. Yeah.
You mean just before you go lay down in your bed?
Yeah, just before you go lay down in your bed.
Okay, ain't no sleep after that, eh? Ain't nobody sleeping
No,
after
because
that.
no, because you're gonna get pressed, Jade. So,
Boy, I tell you,
Jumbie
press.
The Jumbie and press you.
After Juve, my mother here, boy. I would not forget that. Because nobody can tell me what happened, it happened. As I literally felt my bed sink like somebody jump off my bed, you know.
Yeah, you tell me about that, yeah.
And I wake up and it's me and God. I said, oh,
No, man,
okay.
that was the alcohol lantern.
The alcohol. As if that was not the alcohol.
That was the alcohol lantern girl had you there.
I can tell you because I literally went, I came home and I eat my Christmas food. You can't do that.
Yeah.
I have to eat some Christmas food to revive yourself.
And you feel it's like, and that other food that hit good, eh?
What?
Yeah.
So yeah, I done, I take my shower and stuff, gonna let down by. Say in a deep sleep as him. Next thing I just feel me, because I had a bed, like, you know, the bed with the springs them underneath.
Yeah.
I tell you, I feel it sink as him. I hear the spring them and all. Fly up out my bed, just me and God. I said,
wanna who that there?
No sleep for me for the rest of the night. I get pressed in the house, them. Like, watch it, I get pressed in my dad's house so much that it was just normal now.
Wow.
Like, I never used to fight it anymore. I just used to be like, well, where are you then? Because clearly, I ain't care about me.
Just got me here in a haunted house.
I tell you, just regularly being pressed. All I get pressed in my father's room, I get pressed in the living room, in my grandmother's room, in my...
Oh, man.
Everywhere I sleep, I get pressed. I just was like, you know what? Maybe there's a lesson in all of this. I don't know what the lesson is. Maybe my grandmother was talking to me.
You needed to listen, Jay. That was the problem. Instead of jump, and just listen and see what Granny had to say.
Yeah, because she died in that house, so maybe it's that. That's the only ghost I would feel like.
Yeah, would have been in there just hanging out.
Yeah. I tell you, if she make me toothpaste cover move too, you know. I frightened me. Hello, time. When she did just die.
I believe grandmother's a prankster, guys.
Buy things not to buy. She used to enjoy terrorizing me because when I moved, I literally was brushing my teeth. This was fresh, like couple of weeks after she passed. And I just there brushing my teeth as if no wind blowing, nothing. Tell me why my toothpaste cover just skirting past the sink. I said, oh, hi, welcome back. Because clearly she was trying to talk to me. She had something urgent on her chest that I needed to hear.
Needed attention.
Yeah.
But instead of listening and say, hey, Granny, what's up?
Not say, hey, Granny, what's I could do?
Oh, I thought everyone.
What for?
Oh, okay.
My granny loved me. She would never harm me. She would press me, but she would never harm me.
Yeah, nah, man. She let down and everybody. Me, I'm Jay Diddy, sorry.
Yeah, maybe it's that. She try to come sit and talk to me and I freak out.
Yeah.
I mean, she ain't even give me no warning or nothing. But you know, Mr. Daly.
We need to bring back the zombie stories.
Yes.
And we need to encourage reading. That's another. Just children need to read.
These children ain't not about Nancy and them things, you know.
Children just need to read, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't like reading is such a, cause generally what happens is you want your child to be occupied. You hit them with the iPad or give them your phone. Yeah, and that's cool. I just think you need balance. Yeah, you need some balance. So
I could agree with that.
yeah, you just need some balance. That's all it is. Yeah, a little reading sometimes. Sometimes you get a little YouTube video. You know.
Not wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Okay.
So I tell you, Jay, they're gonna learn to like these books and but you will away first.
Yeah, but you gotta start them early. You gotta start them
We
early.
don't read, man. We like his Spider-Man book.
Nice. But yeah, once you get them into the reading early, like that.
And the book about the people, like
Jay,
my
what
aunt. I tried to find the top of this, but he just wouldn't let me. My aunt brought back some books for him, and one of the books was a book about like some influential people, some influential black people. I wish they were Caribbean people, but they're American. And so he'd call it the People Book.
The People Book. Children, they just name things the best things.
It's the People Book. For sure, I can't even argue with him. The People Book.
Yeah.
A book full of people.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
But today's Friday, Jade. What
We're trying to link up.
Oh, okay.
We're trying to link up. If obvious, just let me be great. Check this one to see if I could use it instead.
Let's see.
There we
Hey.
go. So we just have to wait until they, switch on their nice little cameras over there, and we're good to go.
Nice. But yeah, it's a cool thing to remember, like some of these things. And
Definitely.
speaking of which, we had a conversation on what day was Tuesday. Tuesday was?
Possibly.
When we were sorry. Tuesday or Wednesday? Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. The Folklore Avenue.
Oh, yeah. Which I did actually get to go check out some of it.
Yeah.
Show Jade and the people jumping over the fox and the masquerade and the what else we saw? I think we saw a string band. We had to leave because it was about to rain and
Yeah.
But I did go home to watch it on my computer. I tell you, not the masquerade, sorry, the bull. I didn't even know who won those competitions.
I don't know the winners. Oh, I don't know
man.
if they were put out on the Carnival page. But one of the things that I like about what the Department of Culture has been doing for some time now is they've been really encouraging school children to get involved in the folklore and not just masquerade. I think at some point some of the different folklore groups had kind of dwindled.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, and now you're seeing the David and Goliath back. You're seeing the Mummies back.
We need them.
Yeah, watch it. Let me tell you something. Let me say this close to the mic.
Jump into our link up.
Nice.
Go ahead,
Y'all could imagine what nigger business would be like in 2022? Nigger business in 2022 would be amazing.
No, I read it.
So we need to bring that.
Bring that back.
We need to bring that back. And nobody get upset. Nobody hold nobody liable. It's folklore. Come on.
Who are the Calypsonians? Like,
hey, watch it. Let me tell you something. A lot of things they used to get off back in the day.
No, they can't fly now.
They can't fly. Jade, there's a song that we still sing called Big Turkey Kill the Small Turkey. Based on a true story.
We can talk about it after. Let's jump into Caribbean link up.
Wow. But yeah, guys, of course, on Friday we link up with our friends from Twin Island Media. I like Twin Island vibes. I like that energy.
I think it's because you see the word vibes here. So
Yeah. But
hearing you loud and clear. Good morning.
good morning, Darren. How are you doing, sir?
I am doing fine, thank you. Apologies for the absence of the camera. I don't think did we figure it out last time?
Yeah,
I
was
think we figured
live
it out.
last time.
I think we figured it out last time. So we're gonna. Oh, there we are. You can see me now.
Yet.
Not on Zoom.
See me now?
Yeah. it said
All right,
Zoom yet.
all right. It's all right. We'll figure it out. But at least you can hear me, so that's a start.
Yeah, man. But how are you doing,
How
sir?
are y'all doing? How is St. Kitts? How was the Nevis Island elections? How did that go? I understand there were some court cases and challenges and that sort of thing.
Well,
Bring us up to
it was nail biting actually because 4 of the results came early, and the result between the Honorable Matt Bradley and Dr. Bartlett, which was his opponent, took a very long time.
Yeah. And on top of that, let me just say, it would not be an election in St. Kitts Nevis unless we have a few court cases coming out after. That is just part of what it is.
I'm shocked we didn't have any for the election in what month now?
I'm waiting still.
Okay, you're holding out hope.
But yes, the CCM would have come out on top with 3 out of the 5 seats, meaning that NRP would have been successful in 2 constituencies and our districts, and so yeah, that is how the cookie crumbles. So the Honorable Mark Brantley, I think he has been signed in, yes, sworn in. Once again as the Premier of Nevis.
And the leader for the NRP party actually won her seat as well. So
yeah, remember we did have a conversation with her at one point. Yes, so.
Yes. Remind me of her name, please.
Her name is Dr. Janice Hodge Daniel, I think.
Janice Hodge. Okay. Yes. I remember the interview we had with her. Let's put it that way.
Yes.
It was a memorable interview.
Indeed.
So I'm happy to hear that she won her seat. Has she said anything publicly in the wake of the election?
I haven't seen anything.
I don't think there's been any video that's been circulating or anything. I think there was a post there was a post, social media post thanking the supporters and stuff like that. But we await, of course, the first sitting of the Nevis Island administration.
That should be interesting.
So we look forward to the dialogue that is to ensue. It's going to be interesting.
Lady that we had on, was it last week? No, it was week before, because last week was the VC birthday here.
Mm-hmm.
Did she win her seat?
No, she actually didn't. She wasn't successful.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry to hear that. Good morning, dear lady. Well, she live to fight another day. So anything else of interest happening in St. Kitts Nevis this morning?
Well, it is Carnival time, so it's just Bacchanal and festivities here.
Yeah. So we
What activities have you all taken part in?
Us personally?
Well, yeah.
Adam is the producer for Carnival, so...
You're what?
He is the producer for Carnival. He's making sure all of the shows go as they should. Making sure the people enjoy themselves and stuff. And I just sitting by waiting on my turn. I have some events coming up in the latter part of the year. So this is Azim's turn right now.
What is happening, Darren? I think what Jade is trying to say is that I am involved in most of the cultural and pageant type events, just trying to ensure that people enjoy the festivities.
You being so quiet?
But what Jade's role in Carnival is,
Jesus Christ of Nazareth,
is absolute abandon and fettery.
Yeah, man.
And so she's holding the energy until the very end, because if she were to start now, there's no way she would make it.
No.
That's really what she's trying to say.
Yeah, not easy, So basically, it's just Carnival celebrations. Do you have a lot of visitors coming from overseas? Is this because, of course, we're getting into the height of the tourist season. So you having that influx of visitors? Are they part and parcel of the Carnival festivities, or it's just strictly a local enterprise?
Definitely not. We definitely have people flying in from all over the world to enjoy our festivities. I mean, we're still waiting for you to come, but we'll hope for another Carnival.
You know how it is when you're trying to start up something new.
Yeah.
We understand.
Totally understand.
It takes a lot.
I do know though that the extreme price of plane tickets to the island seems to have been, a factor in whether or not some people. It has been a topic of discussion. Let's say even here on this show. I sometimes hear, I see some of our commenters commenting about how they would love to be home, but the prices are just too high.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of the tourist, one of the good things I would say is that, for instance, today in town, there is what we call Festive Fridays, which is street performances. There's a stage erected in the center of town. Bands would play throughout the day, artists would perform, DJs would entertain the crowds. And so the cruise ships that are in get a taste of our culture in that way, because these daytime carnival activities, they're able to come and get I would say unexpected experience.
I know, it must be such a thrill coming off the ship to the festivities in Bastille.
To Akai saying bucket and set it. Yeah, it must be quite an experience.
I see one of the quite white ladies doing a little,
last
back
week.
movement last time.
Yeah, last week there were definitely some tourists that stumbled upon quite a gem and joined in the festivities.
As they should.
All right. So, Burna Boy tomorrow in Antigua. At least that's as far as I know.
You're in VIP?
What's that? Sorry?
Are you in VIP?
No, I am not. I'm not. I'm not going to be anywhere near that location. But I will have representatives there. I have members of my family who will be attending, but I am going to opt out of that enterprise. I wish them all the best. I like Afrobeats, and I know one or two of his songs, but I think I'm going to use this opportunity to lay low this weekend.
David, who are you hiding from?
To be very intense. Sorry?
Who are you hiding from?
No, I'm not hiding. It's not a matter of hiding. I think it's just a matter of, there are just so many things that need to get done during the week that, you just opt to chill on the weekend. I will be going to at least one public event. There's going to be, in the lead up to Christmas, you're going to have Christmas lighting activities and pan shows and so on. So there will be at least one or two activities. I believe the Youth Symphony Orchestra is going to be presenting this weekend. So we're going to do that as well. But in terms of me going to the Burna Boy concert, no can do. But, for those who are going, I don't know if Michael is going. Michael, I have Mr. Michael Freeland in studio. Let me ask him if he's going. You're going to see Burna Boy, Michael?
Man, anything that's there to do this weekend, I'll be festive like my Kittitian counterparts over there.
All right, very well.
That
Lovely.
is the spirit.
All right. You love his spirit, right?
Yes.
Not boring like me.
No,
But that's okay.
Somebody has to do it, Darren.
Somebody has to do it. Somebody has to be exciting. But the big event that we're looking forward to on Monday is going to be the launch of the Labour Party. That's the incumbent administration's campaign. That's going to be on Monday. Monday, what time, Michael? He's a card-carrying member of the party, so he should speak with some authority.
Well, the music will start at 8 o'clock.
Oh, see, I tell you, he have the details. Yeah, so the music starts at 8 o'clock.
The show starts at 9:50.
All right, boss. You see, to the minute. So yeah, so they're going to be launching their candidates this coming Monday. The speculation is in some quarters that the Prime Minister is going to call the date for the elections at this particular event. I would, my hunch is no.
Yeah.
But I will fess up and say that the Prime Minister has not had any conversation with me to say yes or no, I'm right, or he's not going to announce. But I just don't think he's going to announce. I think he's launching his campaign and he'll announce it sometime early in the new year. That's my take.
Oh, so you're not one of his advisors? I could have almost sworn.
No.
Okay.
Don't even try that one there. Don't even try that one. There are some people who think so, but
wow.
no. I am certainly, people, how people are. Because of certain circumstances, they assume that the Prime Minister and I are bongo friends. We are cordial. And there's a professional a relationship, of course, as a host of a news and current affairs program. He was one of our first guests on Twin Island Media last week. So, yeah, but, we speak, but on matters of,
Right.
I guess matters that he would generally have conversations with people that he interacts with on a regular basis. But no, I'm certainly not his advisor, but I have said to him that I believe he's calling it in March, and he did not outright deny it. And I have seen a schedule from the Labour Party that suggests that the election is going to be in March. So he has no incentive, really, to announce it on Monday.
Right.
Michael, what do you say? Michael is closer to being an advisor than me. That's for sure. Michael? I'm putting Michael under this. I'm throwing him under the bus.
Well, I mean, it's familiar territory. But I don't think even if you were his advisor, you would even have a hunch as to where his mind is at.
Correct.
The Prime Minister is one of those that keeps a lot of things to his chest, and unless he wants to publicly announce it, you would never know.
Yeah.
So him calling the election is subject to him and him only, and it's anybody's guess. All we know is that we have a 3-month window, January to March. So let's see what happens.
Yeah. We asked the Chief of Staff this morning if he had a hunch of whether or not the Prime Minister was going to announce on Monday night. And he said no. He said the Prime Minister did not divulge that to him. And so that just reinforces the point that Michael just made, that, he's going to keep that close to his chest. But I believe, based on how he answered my question, he didn't answer it directly, but you could read between the lines. It was in March. I think I've said this repeatedly. The roads need to be in a better state, so they're working feverishly on the roads. We're still getting complaints about water. That's one of the questions I did not get to ask the Chief of Staff this morning because we had a time limit. We had some challenges with connecting with him via Zoom. So some of the questions I had for him, I did not have the opportunity. But yesterday, a friend of mine on Facebook posted, I saw this glass with what looked like Coke. But it wasn't Coke. It was water. And the person was making the point that this is the quality of water that the APUA is providing to her and I suppose people in her area. And so she was not at all impressed. And of course, there was the political commentary about it,
Of course.
suggesting that the government has failed to deliver on some of basic promises or basic responsibilities. And so the water situation is one that is less than desirable in some areas. There has been some improvement in others, but the point is he doesn't want to call it until more things are in place. So at least his government looks as good as possible. And I suppose if I were in his position, I'd do the same thing. I'm sure if Harold Lovell was prime minister, Harold Lovell would want to do the same thing too, call the election when it is best for his party and him.
Yeah.
Personally, I think there should be a fixed date, but that's a different conversation. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Azem. What was that, Jade?
No, well, I mean, it's just a matter of we had this conversation even on the way here this morning.
We literally did it.
Yeah, we literally did that. It feels as though he's taking it to the wire. As the term says, and so we'll just have to wait and see. In a lot of these Caribbean islands, the decision is squarely in the hands of the Prime Minister, and so they exercise it as they see fit, and we just.
I don't see that changing.
I don't see it changing either,
because no prime minister is going to want to remove that power from him.
Not one.
Or her.
But let me ask you. Let me ask the panel, Darren and my friends over there in St. Kitts. Isn't that the excitement of politics, though? If you're sitting in opposition and you know the prime minister and his government, well, the prime minister has that power to call an election at his whim. Don't you stay ready? It's just like sports when you're on the bench and a superstar goes down. You have to stay ready. You have to be ready. You don't. That is just the excitement in the air about our politics. When I say our politics, the Caribbean politics. I can't see how I'm an opposing factor, and I'm not ready for whenever the prime minister calls an election.
Well, two things. One.
Go ahead, Azam.
Well, two things. One. The type of entertainment I like, I don't generally look to politics for that. I'm more of a sporting guy myself. But even outside of that, I don't believe that the way it's crafted, and even if that wasn't the intention when these types of decisions were taken, as these constitutions were written, I believe that what it does, it actually helps more to keep the government in line. I think that's where the power lies in that. People think it's about keeping the opposition on their toes. I don't think so. I think it's about keeping the government intact. In other words, if members of the government for some reason are not pleased with the leadership of the sitting prime minister, they know that he has that in his back pocket to dissolve parliament and call an election. And so I think it serves more to keep the government benches in line as opposed to keeping the opposition on their toes. I don't know what you say.
Well, let me just respond, and I think you're reinforcing the point that I'm making, because as an opposition, you should be gauging the temperature of the country. So if you have shows, regular shows and so forth, where you're dialed in, and you have your strategic team and your tactical teams who are always listening and doing their different polling and that sort of thing, they would know if the government is failing the people, and if the temperature on the ground is that the government is failing, so there may be some inclination for the prime minister to call a snap election, so that, as you say, to remain in power, then the opposition should be ready.
Well, you said that, but then we look at the situation in Dominica where they were literally trying to, gather themselves and make some changes to the opposition, and the prime minister just called the election, catching them off guard.
Yeah.
I think that's a different subject.
No.
The opposition over there is a mess.
In hindsight, we probably could have or should have we should have gotten someone from Dominica to try and explain why the opposition decided they were not going to contest the election.
One.
Right.
I mean, there wasn't one.
And then now two, after the election is called, you're now protesting. I must tell you, as an independent mind who just observes these developments, it really does not compute in my mind. It does not make sense. I do not understand it. I don't know. We had the opposition leader in Dominica on. What's his name? Dr. Fontaine.
Fontaine, yes.
Yeah, and he tried to explain himself in terms of why they made the decision that they made. But I'm not sure I just,
weren't swayed.
bringing up the whole issue of electoral reform and so on and so forth. But the point is the elections were held. There's no newly elected government or re-elected government. And there are two independent candidates that ran and won
On one.
on the same flawed list.
Mm-hmm.
On the same flawed list. So I'm like,
I just don't think they were ready.
I don't know if this guy's ready for prime. I don't know if that was his decision or it was a collective. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
In
it just
fairness, though,
didn't.
Darren,
Yeah.
I think he is a new
Yes, and that is why I'm trying to be
leader,
nice.
and I'm
Yes.
not sure when he would have gotten that transition
Right.
in terms of being a leader. It's a new area, so he's probably just getting his feet wet. But again, from a party standpoint, they should have been collectively ready.
Yeah, absolutely. So it'll be interesting to see how this develops and the impact that this has on the opposition, how they're able to regroup and gain relevance in the Commonwealth of Dominica. It'll be interesting to see, and time will tell. That's as most as I can say at this point in time. Any other regional developments either of you have been following, Jade or Azam?
Oh, well, yesterday I saw that there was an attack on the government house in Guyana, I think it was. And somebody was shot, somebody stabbed one of the, it was just a mess. So somebody went to the, I think it was the government house, I may be wrong, but let me just, I had an article that I found where somebody, it was the State House, sorry. So somebody went to the State House and tried to, well, he said he came for the president.
Oh my gosh.
He said, I want the president, to be exact. And he actually ended up stabbing one of the security personnel. He got a firearm from another security personnel, and they exchanged gunfire with him.
What? This is Rambo?
Listen. It said the ministry in a statement said a security personnel was stabbed during a struggle, is seriously wounded and receiving urgent medical attention at the hospital. The perpetrator was shot in response. President Ali and his family are safe and well, and an active investigation by the Guyana police force is underway.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well.
Wow. I did not even know that. Thank you very much, Jade. Well done.
No problem.
It's an unfortunate story. Fortunately, it could have been worse.
It can have. Definitely.
But it could have been worse. But there we are. There was a point. Oh, there was an incident that took place during the course of this week involving some APUA workers. They were working on the side of the road, behind a vehicle for the authority. That's our utilities authority. And you could see on the CCTV footage that they were, doing their work. Then you saw a conversation take place, and they both they looked and ran out the way, and a Toyota Vitz slammed right into the back of the vehicle.
Wow.
Yeah, I need to send you that video. That was probably the video of the week.
Wow.
Yes, indeed.
As the video of the week.
You might be onto something here.
That was something else. Yeah, we might put. I think we did. I think we may put it up on our. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll ask
Video
Kieran.
of the week is so good.
But video of the week. That is our video of the week.
Wow.
Amazing stuff.
And they were both unharmed, correct?
They were both unharmed.
Wow.
They were both unharmed. Not so much the Vitz and the vehicle, but that's okay. They can always be replaced.
Indeed.
That's okay. But the sad thing about that is that apparently, according to one of the employees who we interviewed this morning, he indicated that the sad thing about this whole ordeal, yes, they were happy to have escaped with their lives. Obviously, they're very thankful. But people were stealing tools that were scattered as a result of the impact of the accident. And so I'm wondering if the police are able to use that CCTV footage and figure out who were those individuals who did that. I mean,
never waste
given
a
what
crisis.
took
I don't know what to
place,
say. Never waste a good crisis, boy.
What's that?
Never waste a good crisis.
Yeah, it's something else. really something else. Anyway, it's really unfortunate what happened. But I want to ask you: are you guys familiar with that ruling that took place in Barbados, the buggery law, the ruling by the High Court there in Barbados? Is that a
To
story that you
allow
follow?
for this for same sex.
Well, for it not to be illegal. I
Illegal,
think that's
yeah.
Decriminalize it.
Let me try and see if I can pull it up. I was just wondering if you guys were following that story or if there was any conversation in St. Kitts about it.
I don't think
Because
so.
this-
Right now, the conversation in St. Kitts is the dividends, the CBI dividends, which is going to be coming from the government. The government is actually giving $250 to non-pensioners and $500 to pensioners from the CBI fund. That is to our citizens and residents. So I'm pretty sure there is nothing else on the minds of Kittitians but the money.
We're actually in the middle of
Carnival
budget
and
debates as well.
That as well.
Carnival and money. All right, yeah. The Supreme Court of Barbados has ruled that sections 9 and 12 of the Sexual Offences Act, which criminalize buggery and serious indecency, are null and void. On Monday, Justice Michelle Weeks handed down the decision, which now follows similar rulings in Antigua and Barbuda. And guess where?
Jamaica.
Yeah. No, St. Kitts.
St. Kitts.
That was a news item in St. Kitts some time ago, no?
Yes,
Like
it was.
a
It
few
was.
months
It
ago?
was. Yes.
Yeah. So, what was the feeling though of people? Was it just okay? It happened, and then people moved on, or was there a big heated
That's
national
usually
debate about
that's
it?
usually the feeling of anything in St. Kitts. People
Oh.
talk about it for a few hours, maybe a day at most, and then something else happens, and they just forget about the thing that they were talking about before.
So this is not something that you guys followed, or had nobody called in about this issue.
No.
No, not so much. Not so much.
What? So basically, just can't. What, for the call-in segments that you did have, what was top of mind? I mean, well, you mentioned CBI, the dividend, and you spoke about Carnival. Is crime an issue? Is healthcare an issue? The
No.
roads?
Right
Any of
now,
those things issues?
no, right now as well. We are the budget debate started on what was it on Wednesday. On Wednesday, so that would have been something that is being discussed as well. But as we came out of election, we went into independence, and now it's Carnival time, and so most of the discussions kind of center around political issues that I would say are not very targeted. I wouldn't say it's not very targeted discussions. So things may come up. For instance, we have a school here that was condemned, I guess, and abandoned. Let's be totally honest. It was abandoned over a decade ago, and so now the decision has been made to rebuild the school, and so they first have to demolish that, and that was a heavily politicized issue.
For so many 10 years,
Yeah,
10 years,
and
one
so-
school been there. Just
What are the big tunes for this year? We have to wrap up soon, but what are the big tunes for
For
this
Carnival?
Carnival this year?
Jade, what you say?
outside again, Sneaky Link.
Okay. You gotta give him the artist to
Sneaky
Jade.
Link? Tell me about Sneaky Link.
I think I
Hey,
shouldn't
hey,
actually.
hey,
I
hey,
think
hey,
that's
hey.
the one that you shouldn't learn about.
Hey.
What was that? I shouldn't be asking?
No, I don't think you should be asking about that one.
Who's the artist?
What I would say is if you know anyone named Keisha, perhaps you could give them a call.
Yeah.
Based on what the song says, you might want to talk to Keisha.
Yes.
Keisha popular in dancehall, no, she popular in soca. No, man.
But yes, you should look up the Grandmasters Band and their lovely songs.
Send me the tune, now, Jade. You're keeping me.
All right, I'm
come
going to
on.
do it right now, actually,
Send
so I
it to
don't
me.
forget.
Send me yeah. So what is that a favorite of yours, Sneaky Link?
Of course,
Sorry?
Jade's favorite.
Jade?
It's
Yeah,
Jade's favorite.
Jade look like she's a Sneaky Link kind of character. Jade?
You shall be hearing from my attorney, sir. Out just slandering my name.
I don't know something about that's a very creative name, Sneaky Link.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Wow.
but you see, you haven't explained anything. So, I mean, Paul, maybe I
What
mean
should
it
I
in a
be
positive
explaining,
way.
sir?
What the song is about, Jade?
Oh,
The
it's about, it basically said that some men don't want one, but some men love the sneaky link, and the sneaky link's name is Keisha.
I see.
Poor Keisha.
Yes.
I see. Poor Keisha.
They won't give Keisha a
Anyway.
break,
They won't
man.
give Keisha a break. But I will send you all of the good songs for December, so you could
Okay.
listen
So, which
to
is your
them.
favorite? You didn't answer the
Oh, my favorite is Outside Again.
Outside Again.
Yes.
I guess that suggests something about first Carnival after COVID lockdown and restrictions.
Indeed.
Okay.
Indeed.
All right. Self-explanatory. What about you, Azam? Before we go.
Well, I think all those songs are cool as well. So I'll go with the Small Axe Band has a song called Whiskey. You might wanna check that out. It offers very good advice. Very good advice. I would say in that song.
On what?
It's really
Good advice about
it's
what?
really social commentary. Yeah, it offers
Jadis,
instructions. What you said,
What
Darren?
is whiskey about?
You need to take a listen. It really offers some advice
Why that's so
for men like yourself. And then of course
Problems drink whiskey.
the Upset Squad has a song that I think people like a lot. What's happened, Jay? The Upset Squad.
Jade is dying with laughter inside that screen.
I don't know why. And then
Yes.
Upset Squad has a song as well, by the name of The Cowbell, that speaks to our particular type of music and one of the elements that is very present in our music, the cowbell. And it juxtaposes that against other music from across the Caribbean, including Antigua. So that's one that you should definitely listen to.
I will certainly do just that. Anyway, we are against the hard wall of time. I want to thank you. This was thoroughly enjoyable, even though we didn't have a third party in the midst of our discussion this morning. I was hoping to get Julian joining us for the link up, but he wasn't able to. So perhaps next time. And we'll plan, of course, for next week, Lord Spare Our Collective Lives, and we'll perfect that camera issue. We seem to be having some challenges with syncing the camera with your Zoom like we did last week. But all the best. Have a safe and enjoyable weekend, both of you and your families.
Indeed, and Darren, you and your team there, and of course the people of Antigua and Barbuda, you guys do the same.
I thank you so very much.
you.
And you need to send me that music.
I am actually sending it. as we speak.
Jade is on it.
The sneaky link, whiskey,
Cowbell,
cowbell,
outside.
outside. Yes, thank you. And anything else you think might be interesting or entertaining. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, to get big discounts this ABST free weekend as we double down at North Coast Hardware. Get your 10%.
What a link up that was.
What a link up.
I don't know where you got it.
Why?
You know what?
You don't like whiskey?
Yeah, man. Don't get it. Say no more whiskey. Tight.
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 I mean, animal cruelty has been an issue, and we really need to address it.
In this federation.
We need to address it,
I
Jay.
agree, friend. I agree.
We need to address it. You know what thing? You know the things people do to cats now.
I don't. You tell me though. Enlighten me.
I don't want to upset myself so early in the morning, Jade.
I see.
I don't want to upset myself. Or do other things to myself so early in the morning.
I see.
Hey, we got Small Axe one time.
Bye.
Hey, let me tell y'all something. We just talk about different people. Of course, we don't give mention his flowers, Chubby. When we talk about Mr. World here, we quote Mr. World almost daily.
Almost daily.
Here on the show. But when it comes to lyrics and writing and could just creative thinking, Imran had to beat, And I don't think a lot of people know a lot of the songs that Imran wrote.
They do not.
Yeah, so Imran, big up yourself. Been doing this thing for years and years and years and years and years. Yeah,
That is a fact.
Yeah, Imran got some classics that people ain't even realize.
How come Sneaky Link ain't on YouTube?
JD, you're the one who asked the legend the answer,
But I thought he would have put it on YouTube too.
No man, no sneaky link, no streaming link.
What other song did I promise? Let me see. I have Sneaky Link,
Why have-
5-in-1.
What else
I
you
have
have?
whiskey.
Cowbell.
Cowbell, yes. That's the other one that you're telling me to.
Yeah, bye. Yeah, that one talk about Antigua, so they gotta get a touch on it. They gotta get a touch on that.
Definitely. See, all of the other soca artists got a songs on YouTube, but Sugar Band.
Sugar Band ain't a follower, the man is a leader,
Who
you
is
check.
New Wave Band?
Who?
Who is New Wave Band?
You know?
Hold on, let me make sure this is the...
This- I don't know that.
That is not mentioned on the bar.
That is not mentioned in the bias. Hey, somebody here saying Imran wicked for. Yeah, look, Imran is one of them fellas. You know how in the States there's a culture like in hip hop of like freestyling. Imran is the equivalent of the best freestyler in hip hop to like soca. Like Imran only got hear a beat, Imran got a song. Imran got a song. Imran could just make up whole song on the fly.
As usual.
No man, the man definitely has a skill. Definitely has a skill.
When did your new song's name this year?
I'm so confused. Jay, you ever sit down and really listen to that song?
No friend.
I'm so confused. But
Oh yeah, man, that song where you see?
Imran had
When did your song name for this year name again?
Bing Bang. Bing and
that's too bad.
Alone.
Yes.
Alone is his other song and Luca's song is Havoc. But yeah.
All of them.
So yeah guys, there's a lot happening. A lot we need to talk about.
I had another song on my mind just now and it slipped.
Slip, you can come back. Let's take a quick break and come right back.
Yeah, maybe I can remember it.
Cleanse the palate.
Yes.
Guys, we're going to be right back with more Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN. Stick and stay. Don't go anywhere.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib. It's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
Unprecedented, unbelievable, unimaginable. This weekend is going to be unprecedented, unbelievable, unimaginable. It's the unprecedented, unbelievable, unimaginable 3-day VAT weekend sale at Horsford's Building and Nevis Centers, Horsford's Automotive Accessories and Spares Department, and Horsford's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Home Store for 3 days only, starting this Thursday, December 15th to VAT days on Friday and Saturday, December 16th and 17th. Get 30% off on all discountable items store-wide in all 3 stores. That's an extra 12% off VAT on VAT days. Yes, for 3 days only, this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Get 30% off store-wide on all discountable items and an extra 12% off on VAT days at Horsford's Building and Nevis Centers, Horsford's Automotive Accessories and Spares Department, and Horsford's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Home Store. 30% store-wide across all 3 stores, plus VAT discount on VAT days on all discountable items. Unprecedented, unbelievable, unimaginable 3-day weekend sale. 30% off for 3 days only this weekend, plus an extra 12% off on VAT days, Friday, December 16th and Saturday, December 17th. Don't miss it. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Island Tea, right here on Win Media SKN. It is Friday. It's a lovely day, Jade.
It is.
Indeed, indeed. And of course, on lovely days, we have lovely people that come to hang out with us. And today is no different. We have in studio with us Colencia Levine. And I'll let her introduce herself and let her know, let our viewers and listeners know exactly who is it that she represents on this particular occasion. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well, thanks. I am Colencia Levine. I am the project manager across the portfolio of Senator the Honorable Dr. Joyelle Clark, representing the Ministry of Sustainable Development, Environment, Climate Action, and Constituency Empowerment.
Well, good morning to you, and it's a pleasure to have you in studio with us this morning. I know that you guys have a lot happening at the ministry, and you're here to tell us about a specific event, if I'm not mistaken. So what's happening?
Yes, we are here to promote our Christmas Community Cleanup Caravan that we have going on right now. It started last week and it continues into this week. What we're doing is assisting the public in the disposal of waste. We're also helping in the cleansing and beautifying of their areas. So for the past 2 weeks, we have landscapers coming around to the yards of vulnerable people and cutting free of cost. We have teams in specific areas, beaches, cemeteries, green spaces, doing landscaping, cleaning, beautifying. And on the weekend, we have bins placed in the various communities and teams of truckers and movers who either take goods from your yard and put them in trucks and the trucks move them to bins, or if you need some assistance, they come into your home, help you move the stuff to the trucks, and the trucks will take them to the various bins.
Oh, wow. And you're telling me that I have to pay only, what, $3,000 also for this?
It is completely free.
What?
It is completely
What?
free. The ministry is going above and beyond to assist in this effort.
Well, let me tell you something. What better time than Christmas time to do this? You know, that's when people doing the cleaning and getting stuff, beautifying the place.
Getting out the old.
And what's the name of this this initiative? Because I liked it when you said it just now.
It's the Christmas Community Cleanup Caravan.
Oh, the quadruple C.
Yes,
The
yes.
quadruple C. 4 C's.
Yes.
Well, I mean, that is an amazing initiative. Is it something that we have to sign up for? Is it something that it just kind of takes place in communities around the island? How does this work?
There's absolutely no sign up. Once you have waste, we're here to move it. In all 8 constituencies, there are teams working simultaneously. So once you put out the goods, we will come and take it. Again, if you can't, you give us a call at the office and we will arrange with you and come and get the stuff. I have the number. The number is 466-3050 or 465-3750. So give us a call and we'll stop by.
All right. So we have some persons asking for you to repeat the numbers again, please. People obviously want to take advantage.
And we want them to. 466-3050 or 465-3750. However, if you simply put the waste where it's visible, as the team moves to the communities, we will take the waste. You don't have to contact us to schedule to get on a specific list. It's not like that.
Okay.
Once you put out waste this weekend, we will get rid of it. If for whatever reason we don't get through it over the weekend, then during the week we will send a team. However, we really want to get it done over the weekend.
Right. Well, I mean, of course, there are some, people who may live a little bit off the beaten path. I suspect those people may be able to call.
Correct.
Is there any community that might be, maybe a bit outside of what is covered? For instance, maybe some of the suburban areas. Are those areas being covered as well, or are people encouraged to call and let you know that there's waste in those areas?
Well, what we have tried to do, we've tried to place bins strategically so that all areas of the country can have access. Over the weekend, we're going to have a bin in the Half Moon area. So those residents of Frigate Bay can access that bin. For persons in Cedar Grove, we're going to have a bin in Stapleton. So we're trying to be strategic with the placement of the bins. And as I said before, if for some reason you can't get the goods moved yourself, give us a call and we will arrange to have that happen.
All right, awesome. Well, Jade,
I am happy about this because, again, it's Christmas time. This is the time when people trying to, move some stuff around.
all them Amazon box.
All them Amazon boxes.
Well, in addition to just focusing on cleaning up, we really want residents to develop a self-awareness of the impact of hoarding waste and keeping garbage and not disposing of it properly. One of the things that we've discovered since we started this project, is the amount of illegal dumping that's happening. We want to let persons become aware that the same drive you're going to take to go up a cane range and dump your goods, it's the same gasoline that you can take to get to solid waste. And it's very affordable. It's $54 per ton, and a ton is 2,000 pounds. So $54, you're not going to amass 2,000 pounds of waste. So you won't be paying $54 at any point in time. And when you dispose of your waste illegally, it will come back around to haunt everybody because if you dump in a mountain area, the wind and the rain is going to take it down into a farm or the sea or a gut, and then that's going to cause pollution. And we want persons to stay away from that and take advantage of this clean out, and then going forward use solid waste to dispose of their goods.
I really want to echo that sentiment. I mean, it really is very economical to dispose your waste at the landfill, guys.
Yes.
Like, take the small drive, or if you have someone who is disposing of the waste for you, try and ensure that they do take it to the landfill. Give them a little $5-10 and let them just let them send you a little picture of the receipt, WhatsApp, boom, bam, quick.
Yes, and as we're undertaking this endeavor, we are speaking with residents and trying to find out, what was the impediment to you getting rid of this waste in the first place? What about this project in particular is appealing to you? Is it just because it's free? Is it because we have the help to move the goods? We want to find out what is responsible for the mass hoarding so that going forward we can prevent it and be on our way to a sustainable island state status.
Oh well, I really wanna thank you guys, all who's involved in this particular endeavor, those who were the brainchild and the organizers behind it, because I do believe that sometimes we don't recognize just how much we hoard and just keep things around just because for no apparent reason.
That is true, and Dr. Clark is an environmentalist at heart, and we work to realize her dreams. So she is really the one who is pushing this mandate, and we are just here serving to realize her environmentally friendly and safe dream for St. Kitts.
All right, awesome. Well, I don't know if I should talk to you, or perhaps you might know who to talk to about perhaps placing some bins around town, particularly during Carnival time, perhaps in the circus. Especially like today's festive Friday in town. I remember last week it was a little difficult for people who were enjoying the festivities to find places to dispose of trash, like in the circus area. So maybe that's something we could all kind of work together to try and make happen.
Okay, we will definitely take that note back to the office and discuss and come up with a solution.
Awesome.
And we welcome input, we welcome feedback, because we do want to make St. Kitts as safe and environmentally friendly as possible. So that's something that we'll definitely be discussing.
Somebody wants to know where the bucklet's been.
Last week we had a bin right below the cinema, and we had one in West Farm. This week we're gonna have one at Dr. William Connor Primary School. Is gonna be in the roadside where Tony Berry's establishment is located. Last week it was in the area of the Red Cross, and we're also gonna have one in West Farm again, but this time it's gonna be opposite the Bronte Welch Primary School. So we're not trying to put back the bins in the same place. Right. We're trying to move them about so that persons
More people
have
have
access.
access.
Yes. But again, if you don't have access, reach out to us and we will provide the trucking so that the waste gets to where it needs to be properly disposed of.
Okay. Keep our country clean, keep our country clean, keep our country clean.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, I hope people take advantage of this initiative. Remember, guys, it is absolutely free, which is one of our favorite currencies. So make sure that you get all the stuff that you need to get out of your house, that you accumulated throughout the year. Don't go dump them anywhere that they're not supposed to be.
Correct.
Hold on there.
What happened?
I just want people to remember it's free. You ain't gotta pay nothing.
Well, the
Absolutely free.
country has responded favorably thus far to the project. Last week, we had an overwhelming amount of waste, which we were happy to see. At one point, we were wondering if we would have any, but we did. The country responded, and we're looking forward to having that same sort of overwhelming response this week so that we can clean up and do what we can to make St. Kitts as healthy as possible.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with us this morning and letting us know about this amazing initiative. Say the title for me one more time.
Thank you for having us and giving us this opportunity to promote our Christmas Community Cleanup Caravan.
Bang.
Love it.
Well, it's been a pleasure. It's been a real pleasure. And we look forward to hearing about the success of the program. And guys, go out, take your trash. Get it disposed of and have the peace of mind knowing that it's being disposed of properly.
I would also like, before I go, to give acknowledgement and major appreciation to the Parks and Beaches unit as well as the STEP workers. They are the primary workforce engaged in this project. And I'm telling you, they are committed, they are dedicated, and it's inspiring. They are committed to keeping us healthy, and the work that they do is so important. And just my short interaction with them over these 2 weeks, I mean, they are heroes, and I just want to publicly acknowledge their work and thank them. And when you see them come out this weekend, give them a high five, a word of encouragement, and let them know that you see them and you appreciate their work because they have been awesome.
All right. Well, yeah, there goes a lot of appreciation for all the people who have been dedicating their time and energy to this project. We really do appreciate you, national service, at the highest degree. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Well, we'll see you. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yes,
You too.
All right. Jane,
Hey,
what trash you got to take out, so?
listen, I got some box there from what I know over the season, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to
1 or 2 Shein package.
one or two. I think what we're gonna say is they're gonna catch you up, man. Cause I got a box there for you to lift up. They got a box downstairs for you to assist me with, friend.
I got you.
Well, since we're in time for a break, let's just jump straight into some.
Tea time.
Well, you want to talk about some stuff that happened last night, because I sent you them, but you was busy, so you didn't really get to.
I watch them, man. I watch them. Yeah.
You watch them?
I watch them, man.
Well, let's start with
Jade was vexed. Jade cussed me this morning. Say I blew ticker.
I jumped in the car to put hands on Azim.
Sorry.
I thought the man breaking up with me unofficially.
No. I got you.
I know that's why they stop and say a message them and.
They don't read and don't respond. Yeah.
Who he play with? He call like he want to shot, but he plays. But I didn't have to do that.
Oh man.
And as you see, he's still intact, hairstyle still fresh.
Mm-hmm,
So I didn't have to put hands on nobody this morning.
Indeed.
Yeah. And he had a very good excuse, so he's forgiven. But there was a press release from the St. Kitts Nevis Royal St. Kitts Police Force, and it says Agatha James Andrews charged for forgery. Yeah. The police have charged 65-year-old Agatha James Andrews of halfway three on 3 counts of the offense of forgery and 3 counts of the offense of uttering forged documents. She was arrested and charged on December 14, 2022. The offenses were committed on June 9, 2022, June 10th, 2022, and July 8th, 2022, respectively. Respectively, sorry.
Oh, I was about to say, that don't sound quite respectful.
Respectively, sorry, my bad. Yeah, forgery ain't respectful. Yeah, right.
No, locking up ain't respectful.
Well, if you do a crime, you might go do a little time.
Yeah, no, I mean that, but I don't do respect.
No. A search warrant was executed on December 14th on the law office of James Andrews, and a number of items of evidential value were taken into police custody. Later that day, she received a bail in the sum of $40,000 with one surety, with the condition that she surrenders all travel documents. She is scheduled to appear before the Bastille Magistrate Court on January 31st, 2020. Oh, you're laughing?
They're laughing.
Oh, I thought I was hearing things just now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, well, at what age do you think it's too old to be committing crimes? I mean, I'm not saying that she's guilty. I'm just asking because of the age that was mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
At what age do you think people should stop committing crimes? Like, what would be a good base age?
18.
18?
18 would be the good age, Jade. Right? Because then because everything now, you're an adult. You don't really work out the same way.
Oh no, it does not.
Let's not commit crimes. But I mean,
she's a pastor too. I keep seeing people.
Yeah, I think yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like a pastor?
Yes.
Like the pastor them pastoring?
Yes.
Wow.
At least used to be. It used to be, I think.
A lawyer / pastor.
Yeah.
Interesting. Busy woman.
Yeah.
Busy woman.
But I mean, of course, we're gonna have to wait and see what comes out of this.
Yeah,
but
man,
but not only that. I mean, I think this may have something to do with the. Well, let me not say I think. I am wondering, like this is personal. I'm wondering if this has something to do with the hush puppy incident.
Oh.
I don't know.
That would be interesting.
Right, so that would bring another layer
with
of
our good pups, good
cuz pups. Yes, I don't know if this has something to do with that particular saga.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's part of what it is. But we'll have to wait and see. And yeah, of course there was some social media circulations, things going on the day before. So yesterday when it came up, I was saying I was hoping that waiting for some confirmation from the police, and we got it. So
well, they're confirmed by.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely confirm.
Yeah. So wait and see what comes out of this case and what the details are and what this really has to do about.
White collar crime by.
Yeah, fraud.
Yeah, fraud is white collar crime.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What else was there? So I also.
So when I wouldn't even calling people fraud.
I know what you mean. I don't know what the words mean.
They just use the words.
They just use them.
It's like no. I just fell asleep last night. I didn't come to the club. He's a fraud. Like okay,
I guess.
All right, cool.
I guess that way for you.
Right.
Jade, you're acting like you surprised. Pastors seem to be the ones who get. Who's surprised? Who acting like they're surprised? There must have pastor stories we don't know on the show. You think I'm surprised by now? No. I just said it's interesting. I didn't say I'm surprised.
I don't know. Like how much pastors really get locked up around here? That's,
no. I think let me in take it.
No, okay,
I think let me just.
Okay. I was saying like.
No, Sage's pastors don't get locked up after.
Yeah.
Couple of them should, but Yeah. So.
Hey, if a pastor pray for your healing, and you don't get healed,
that's a quite.
That's fraud.
Yes. I feel like that's fraud.
If a pastor tell you. On a serious note now, if a pastor tell you, sow this seed, which really is half your life savings, and you sow this seed, and he promises that it will be pressed down, shaken together, running over, and you will receive a specific amount.
And you ain't get it.
And you ain't get it.
That's fraud.
That's fraud. But then you see, sometimes they don't tell you when you're gonna get it, boy.
They can't.
That's the loophole. That's the loophole. That's the loophole. They're the man.
I watched something recently on televangelists. You know, the ones that used to be on the TV.
Used to?
Well, I don't know. I don't see them no more.
Oh yeah.
Who on the TV now? Who on TV still?
Was the fresh ones them?
Yeah.
Maybe not the fresh ones.
Oh.
I mean, I just see them. I just don't know their names.
But you know, who used to frighten me? That white man by. Had a white man and he had a white woman. Them there used to scare the heck out of me.
I think I know who you mean.
Maybe I should not with them there.
The lady had named Tammy.
I feel like them there sending me hell quicker than anybody else.
The lady had named Tammy. What? Somebody can type it on this. Somebody can type it on the screen.
Yeah, them there used to frighten me for sure. But I was watching, as I said, something about them type of pastors and stuff, and it had like it had these ones that used to touch you and everybody just fall along, fits up and so. Like the touch you in the forehead and everybody just drop down and...
Used to?
Man, I tell you, I don't know what you know. I tell you, man, I was going out with them.
Mm-hmm.
But he had one where...
I don't see that live.
But I just get up and walk out.
Live.
I better just get up and go home.
No, it was literally on a field.
I don't go home.
No, I didn't see that on a field in St. Martin. Like, it was Benny Hinn. But Benny Hinn never used to touch nobody. Benny just swing his jacket.
And the jacket stench just hitting them.
But I mean, the way it was... Yeah, the bakers is what I was talking about.
Them they used to fight me by. Me now lie.
Benny Hinn was famous for that. Benny Hinn would just like wave his hand.
And everybody just drop them. Bye, watch you. It's a special type of humans, because...
So be careful, because
down.
a lot of people listening you right now don't fall long family touch them, eh?
That's okay.
Okay.
May vex with them for falling down and I just said a special.
Oh.
Then you have to be a special type of person to catch the Holy Ghost in that way. In that manner, for a man to just touch you or swing his jacket and it just fits up. I know that.
Well, listen, I don't know what's happening, I haven't had the conversation, so I don't know what.
I just going home. If I see anybody touching your forehead and you fall and fits up, I going home.
Well, you're afraid to get touched too?
No, I just feel like there's better things that I can be doing with my time.
Like what?
Than not watching you fall and fits up on the field.
That they're kind of up there for me though.
To
be watching that like that. That's
bye, listen, if that's what you're into, that's what you're into. I mean,
that's up on the list.
Me personally,
like
that is not my ministry. Okay?
Netflix and media still tomorrow. Let me see what I got here. This is looking interesting.
But I remember you had this family that took their son to one of these ministers, right? And the pastor praying over the man and praying over the man and praying over the man. What we're asking for, I'm saying I'm going home. What did I ask for just now? What you hear me ask for just now?
Continue, Jane.
Cause I made a hold. I got to be careful what I ask for. So I said I'm going home. I'm asking for my home. But yeah, and then should the pastor realize the little boy falling out? He just was like, you know what? Go home. You're gonna recite this over and over and over. And your healing will come. The little boy didn't. No healing come at all. I know what was most fascinating about that. The parents blame themselves and say it's because they didn't believe enough.
There's a faith, Jade. But that's how it works. It's faith based.
How come these pastors don't go up in the hospital go do these same things? Like how come it's only in the church they don't heal them?
Sometimes they're going.
They don't heal? I just want to know, because I find that it's very interesting that in the church specifically that they just be able to heal them, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the hospital right there.
Yeah.
How come? I feel like if any place.
But you see, it's not.
It's because the hospital in the church.
No, it's because the people that come to the church looking for healing have a certain level of belief and faith. So in other words, it's just not the pastor the pastor healing them.
So how come you can't be in the hospital with the same amount of belief and faith? Suppose you're unable to go to the church.
So that's what I'm saying. So there's people like there's I think I don't say a lot, but I know there's churches that would go to to the hospital and so to pray for people and that kind of stuff. But for healing, they pray for healing. You ain't going up there to pray for like.
I'm talking about specifically because we've
those people. Those people. I know what I mean.
Yeah, we've all seen it. That go into the church and magically they just getting up and walking. They cripple all their life.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting up and walking. So let me say, people ain't in the hospital.
The faith. The faith of the people. It depends on the faith of the people.
Oh.
Depends on the faith of the people.
Interesting.
But I've seen this.
You've seen what?
I went to a Benny Hinn, what did I call them? Crusade.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw people like taking up their people who couldn't kick up themselves,
Mm-hmm.
and went to this thing expecting healing. Like it was
And they were healed? Like you see them get about the chair. Or
I don't remember seeing anybody like that, like that and thing. This was in St. Martin.
That is what I want to see. I want to see them.
No, you ain't want to see. Can you tell me you're going home? I tell you, I want to see.
No, I said I want to see people falling on fits in.
Oh, you want to see the healing.
The healing. I could let me see a miracle in real time, live in 4K.
You believe in miracles?
Yeah. I believe in things happening that are unexplainable. You don't?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, not you.
Yeah.
You started thinking. I thought you was about to say like, man.
No.
I
I understand. I do believe that there are a lot of charlatans out there.
Why?
There are a lot of charlatans. There are a lot of charlatans.
My favorite, you know who's my favorite one?
Who that?
Peter Popoff. Ever since you tell me about Peter. Ever since you tell me about Pete's boy.
Pete's got to be one of the best.
Now that man hard.
And Pete's still going.
I know.
That's what I'm telling you. Pete's still going.
I tell you, as him is like after you told me about him, some reason my YouTube just started showing me things about him. So I just started watching them like, wow.
Peter Popoff is
That
wild.
man hard. The man literally selling oil water, you know.
Water.
I ain't even know where the water coming from.
$14.95
For water.
for a vial.
A vial. A healing water.
Bye, Pete.
But that man go hell, yeah. We gonna let you ask him. That man ain't seen them pearly gates. Ain't nowhere God like he.
No man, repentance.
God, the man go up, they gonna scam the angels, yeah. The man gonna try to scam the angels as him. That they had to stop.
Bye. People come by want some wings, bye. I could tell this angel. Give me the wings here. No, but I think when people have these, in other words, right? I think they're charlatans.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're people who always are going to look to prey on people's faith.
Yeah, we've seen that. We
There's
literally
always
been
people.
talking about it.
There's people who are always gonna prey on people's faith.
We
right?
literally talk about the one in Jamaica.
All the time.
The
all
man
time.
literally convinced people in big 2021?
Yeah, 2021.
Big 2021 that he gonna build an ark and save them, you know. A ark, you know. A ark as him.
The man, no, we stop call axe, and now we just call them boats.
We call them yacht.
Yachts and so.
The man were old school with it. The man said, a ark. You know, I got to tell people for them to believe they're building an ark. Because how does one even build an ark?
The thing is, when people this convincing, right? But we just need to really bring them over to the good side, yeah.
Yeah, but man, if they're writing them by.
But yeah, because these people,
I think it's easier
like
for
they
them.
got power. They have powers. They just don't use it for evil.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think evil is more profitable than good.
That
for
definitely.
Them.
No, definitely.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, evil definitely more profitable. Yeah.
Exactly. So why would they use the powers for good? When they could scam people out their hard-earned ducats all the time.
So we need to make good more profitable.
Yes.
We need to increase the profitability of goodness.
That is the problem right there.
That is what it is. We need to increase the profitability of goodness, guys.
Yeah, because evil really, the
Pays.
value of evil really higher than goodness, you know.
But yeah, it does feel that way for you.
Yeah, and that is why people, instead of just using all of the good powers and knowledge and convincing ways for the good, they convince either they could build an ark and sail y'all to salvation. They still, watch you, they're still waiting for this man to rise like the second coming of Christ.
Yeah, we got people still waiting.
That man hard as him. I am annoyed that he died before we got to figure out how he get these people to do these things. Because that's what he really wanted to know.
Jay, I've been saying that. I'm saying these are the people I want to have a conversation with, and one day if they can teach me their ways. Because I don't want
to use your powers for bad.
No, I want to use my powers for me. And I'm not bad.
No, you're not.
I'm not bad. So yeah, it's good.
Power corrupts.
But I don't want absolute power. So just a small twinge of corruption.
You don't want like Peter Popoff and.
Oh no, that man corrupt.
But them they are hard for you, you know.
Rotten to the core, Jade. Rotten to the core.
But the man telling people what? A vial of water.
A vial of water by 32.95. Hey, let me
Because
tell
some of them that look. You remember the one that was collecting money for the plane because he said that he has to be able to sail.
That's like 6 of them.
Yeah, sure.
That's like
No,
6
it's a
of
lot
them.
of
Yeah, that's like
There was one specifically, because I know you're waiting 6 of them for sure. There was one specifically
Jade.
who said he didn't want to fly with regular people to corrupt his spirits.
Yeah.
What him? The white man, the white creepy looking man.
I can't remember.
That man look like how somebody would look if they get possessed.
Like, yeah, I'm seeing him, Jade.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you have put his image into my mind now.
Sorry.
I can't
My
remember his
bad.
name.
But he literally
his
look like he
name
got a
was
demon
bad.
in him. I can look.
Yeah.
But how to describe him?
But there was another guy.
Demonic looking preacher.
There was another guy just recently. Last week, he went viral again because he cussed out his congregation for not getting him a watch.
Ah, you mean Pastor Boland?
No.
No, sorry, I'm playing. JK. Oh, please don't come for me. I'm joking. I know who you mean, though.
Yeah, this guy.
He was in the US?
Yeah, he was in the
Yeah.
US, and the man literally was cursing out his congregation.
Cause what you mean?
Because
Kenneth Copeland, thank you.
Yes, because he said for the last however much months he been asking for a watch. Y'all know I wanted a watch.
And I couldn't give me a watch.
He said you could buy a watch at Sam's Club. The man literally.
So why he can't buy a watch at Sam's Club? Men understand. Why he can't buy the watch? He don't get any people them tithes, you know. The
It's not for him.
offerings.
It's for the church.
Okay.
It's not for him.
Okay. That's what they tell you, know? Cause
Yeah,
a lot of church rehabilitation programs going on and the church ain't moving, eh?
The church ain't moving. But church expensive though. I can tell you that. Like on a real talk, church expensive.
Yeah, but as even if a church expensive, right? You could at least start to put on a little board here and there. Fix a window here and there. The church still ain't moved for 10 years.
Yeah,
But you're collecting
they
ducats.
were fun. They were fun.
No man, yeah, but Kenneth Copeland, he definitely look like he was possessed long time and figured out how to turn that possession into profits.
Yeah, but watch it. It's people faith.
No, I believe in what I believe in it.
Yeah, the issue for me is not the faith. The issue for me is the people who take advantage of that faith.
Definitely, because you're wicked.
Yeah, the people who take advantage of that faith, who see an opportunity in people's belief to enrich themselves. That is yeah.
Whatever happened to the Gucci pastor, the one who say he get robbed?
Oh no, he came back like in Louis the next week. He came back like in Louis Vuitton the next week.
Them gates of heaven ain't opening for you know. I don't even bother go up there, go set up in the line. Just I don't want to just don't make it hard. Like, you know, you got some people know they can't get in, but they're gonna still stand up in line. Don't do that.
Just like, is this the
No, you see, you know.
It's the line for.
You know a line over here. Go heads up. Heads up. You realize you got some parents that like hate the children in a different type of way?
Any type of way I'm not supportive of, but
Facts. However,
some people will take it to an extreme.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Let me tell you about one of them stories right there. So, a teen discovered that an anonymous cyberbully who harassed her for a year was her mother.
Building character, Jay. That's all it was. Mom's just building character.
A lot of character building right there, you know.
Yeah,
a whole year's worth.
Jade, who rather to bully your child than you?
Nobody at all.
Exactly.
And I'm not bullying my child either.
Somebody got bully your child, Jade.
So it might as well be me?
So it might as well be you.
Okay. We're gonna go with that. So a Michigan woman is accused of targeting 2 teens in a year-long catfishing scheme where she harassed them on social media. Shout out to them.
She was building character, Jade. Continue.
Kendra Lakawi, 42, was charged earlier with 2 counts of stalking a minor, 2 counts of using a computer to commit the crime, and another count of obstruction of justice. According to FBI investigators, you know how hard you got to be harassing these children for the FBI to get involved?
That's crazy.
Being mothers here.
That's crazy.
Wow. According to the FBI investigators, Lakari targeted her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend since last December and attempted to cover up her act by filing a complaint with the Beale City Schools administration. Around that time, Lakari worked as a girls' basketball coach at the school, and at the end of the season, she was asked not to return due to coaching changes. School district officials said the cyberbullying occurred off the school's grounds and the school's devices were not used. They decided to involve local authorities to look into the case as the harassment started in early 2021. Isabella County Prosecutor David Babari said the investigation was intense since Lakari allegedly used slang to make it seem like the catfish was the same age as her daughter.
I'm waiting to hear why she actually did.
After authorities were stuck with no other options, they turned to FBI's computer crime deviation in April and discovered a few months later that they believed Lakari was involved in the cyberbullying. Superintendent Williams, said in a statement that the FBI officials were able to track down the IP address used to send the messages to her daughter. After Lakari was confronted about the cyber harassment, she broke down and made a full confession. She was released. There no way she do it.
That's what I'm telling you, Jade. Like, okay, one, I want to know what the bullying was,
Yeah, but
right?
Me too. I had to be so. The only reason I feel like he was serious is because the FBI got involved.
Yeah, that would generally be what I would think, right? That's generally what I would think. But then again, if the school got involved, then
No, the school didn't get involved actually.
so who made the report? The girl ain't gonna report it. The girl had to report it to somebody.
She reported. The mother reported.
But
it.
but she reported it to the school, right?
I think she reported it to the police because I think the school saying that she was just fired. She was a basketball coach that got fired, but the firing had nothing to do with it.
Right. But what I'm saying is, I think she probably reported it to the school, and the school maybe was the one who made the stink about it, right? And then the other thing that I am curious about, not only just what was said and what the bullying entailed, but also why would you bully your daughter? Now, bear in mind, and the boyfriend. So I'm thinking, because there's a couple things. It could be that, especially because she worked at the school, perhaps she knew the guy. Maybe she thought the guy was a bad influence, and she was trying to end the relationship. Maybe I don't know. They just don't know.
I think what you're trying to do is find plausible reasons.
No. It's not even to try and justify it or anything.
No, not justifying it, but I mean.
I just want to know why. It's not even a matter of like. Why ain't even got to make sense. I just want to know in her mind.
No, I'm pretty
in
sure
her
the way
mind.
don't make sense.
Yeah, in her mind, I want to know what she was thinking.
May feel like
what she was thinking.
I really
Because that's a
feel
lot
like
of dedication, you know,
makes
Jade.
sense. What?
That's a lot of
4
dedication.
years worth, you know. But anyway,
Wow.
we're going to see if we can get an update on this. Cause I really want to know why.
Yeah.
But in other news, a gift from Ukraine explodes at the Polish police headquarters. I think you're thinking exactly what I was thinking last night, but I think it's different. I think what you're thinking ain't actually what happened.
Okay, go ahead.
So, a gift that Poland's top police commander received during a recent visit to Ukraine exploded at National Police Headquarters in Warsaw, causing the commander and a civilian employee to suffer minor injuries, the Polish Interior Ministry said Thursday. The explosion happened in a room next to the office of General
Yeah.
Jarosław, and a word that as him try to pronounce that.
No, I mean, I'm not even gonna try. No.
Like them letters ain't even look like they're supposed to be together, you know?
Yeah, because them words, our tongues don't work like that. Our tongues don't work like that. No.
Because how you got watch
Yeah.
here. The man last name just complicated, okay?
Yeah, it's one of those Eastern European names that.
It's an interesting one by Schlesmek.
Yeah, no, that's exactly with our tongues don't work like that. So yeah, it don't make sense.
Well, on Wednesday morning, the minister said it happened next to a room of the office. Next to the office of General Jarosław Szmeszek. Sorry, I completely butchered the man's name. It did not specify what object the Polish commander had received during the working visit to Ukraine. He met with leaders of the Ukrainian police and emergency service on Sunday and Monday, the ministry said. It said he had been in hospital since Wednesday for observation, while the civilian employee did not require hospitalization. Following the explosion, the Polish side has asked the Ukrainian side to provide relevant explanations. Because why you blowing up my room? Poland is an ally of Ukraine and has offered the neighboring country various kinds of support, including military and humanitarian aid, since Russia's full-scale invasion on February 24th. Poland has also accepted a large number of Ukrainian refugees. So I saw somebody saying that it was a rocket launcher that exploded. Yeah.
What a gift.
What a gift. But then it made sense, because if you really think about the people who gifting, a rocket launcher is up there.
And useful.
And useful.
You want to give people useful gifts in these times.
Listen, especially in these times when there's a whole war, like a rocket launcher makes sense. And the explosion part
But
was
but I would think that the rocket launcher might have been gifted in the other direction.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, yeah.
But hey, I don't know.
Listen,
Yeah.
they like it, we love it.
The world is a very interesting place here.
Yeah, cause not one time ever in my life have I thought about, you know what would be a good gift for my friend? A rocket launcher. A whole rocket launcher.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
That's the answer?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Really, you're about to offer me a rocket launcher?
No.
Oh, damn.
No. Are you one of those parents that prefer not to give your son like weapons for gift? Like guns and so?
Jaden has two hands and he knows how to make a gun sign. So the weapon ain't really gonna stop him. Whether or not he has it, he gonna play cops and robbers. Whether or not he got a gun. Jaden has run up to me with objects out your room and be like, "Mommy, put up your hands." And then when I do, he does still shoot me. He ain't know how to play the game, clearly. You're supposed to shoot people when they put up their hands.
Unless he's a robber. He might be the robber, he might not be the cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how the robbers are moving right now.
But yeah, like, I don't think, because at that age, a child's mind is innocent. Unless you literally giving your child a gun and say, you know what, you're going to do this? You're going to shoot up the place. You're going to shoot up the place. And you still dying that child. But no, cops and robbers is a thing that we've played since child. And I've never wanted to rob nobody. Have you? Don't answer. Don't answer, friend. I could see it in your eyes. Don't answer.
I don't think I used to. No, what I'm thinking about is whether or not I used to play cops and robbers.
I definitely used to play cops and robbers all the time. You never play cops and robbers?
Not so much.
Oh.
It was more like karate, catching. I didn't think about what was the kind of games. I was more into the sports side of it, Jade.
Oh yeah, me and Shabazz them used to play cops and robbers for sure.
So how you play? How you play that?
One I use the cop and one I use the robber.
And what happens?
I would have had after each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's catching with a plot.
Catching with a plot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I get that, yeah.
Would you gift your child a water gun, a toy gun, a pellet gun?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
Probably not.
Well.
Yeah.
I haven't, but I don't know if
I think for me it's not. This is what I think it is for me. I think there's some things that you understand your child would get exposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I so much have the issue with that, right? Because you whether it is through television, whether it is through other people, go to school, but because they're going to be exposed to it, don't mean that I have to do things that would give the impression that I encourage it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, for me, I probably wouldn't. I probably try to avoid that. I probably try to avoid that particular.
So if your son get a gift like that for
no, but and that's what I'm saying. Let's say he goes to a party, and in the gift bag there's a water gun. then cool, right?
Oh, but you.
What I'm saying is, I don't want to be.
Okay.
I don't want to appear to encourage certain types of things, right?
But suppose you want to become a police.
Nobody's stopping him.
The man needed the water gun to practice cops and robbers again.
I don't know. As a matter of fact, I take that back. If he wants to become a police, I'll probably discourage it adamantly.
No.
Probably
The man can't be a mini Cromwell.
No, Jay, no. See, if you had just a police, I might have said, but no, don't give me mini Cromwell. Like, don't give me mini Cromwell. Eh. Come and big up yourself. No, how? You gotta big up the nation security blanket.
I tell you. I mean, hijab get a little less now because there ain't as much fires too. So.
There's not as much COVID.
No.
That we all think.
No, there's not as much, it's just that we're studying no more. Because I literally seen countries going back to mass mandates right now.
Got COVID turning out the place right now.
Yeah.
You know what is the most interesting thing for me about this whole COVID situation? The things stop mutate now?
Yeah.
But hey, people, hey.
I think it stopped mutate. After what was the last strain?
Mew? Mew? Remember you had the Mew?
Yeah, man, no. After Mew, it come like it stop. Because maybe another strain come out yet.
Yeah. So Lucian is saying, Mr. Fleming, big up yourself. He said, police is good as when I joined, it was a prestigious job.
When I joined, that mean.
Yeah. But no, there's a lot of prestigious jobs that I wouldn't want for my child.
Police ain't the only one.
There's a lot of them.
Politician.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them, trust me, that I wouldn't want for my child. So it's not a matter of, it's not an indictment on the job. Yeah. And to be honest, I believe that I'm probably going to be one of those parents who try to encourage entrepreneurship from a young age.
Same.
Yeah.
That's why I said it. One of the things that I did.
You could own a security firm. Why don't you could do that?
One of the first things I did when Jaden was born, well, probably a couple of months or a year into his time here on Earth, I opened an account for him and just started putting money there. So when he gets to the age that he could get the money, if you want to go to college, that's up to you. But if you want to start a business, hey, there's the option.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna be one of those people who, if he, like, for instance, if he tells me like he wants to be a police, I'll probably encourage him to go into private security. If he tells me like, yes, I'm more about. Like,
so say he want to be a politician. What's the alternative for that?
What is the well, no, but politicians, I would say, they're public servants, yes, but generally, politician isn't. In other words, right, especially in the Caribbean context, the politics isn't the career you train for, right? So you're called into that position after you would have developed some other career or something like that. So yeah, you have some other sort of expertise. So you still have to have some. You not have to, but you still have to be involved in something else. You know what I mean? And and to think that you are going to just be a politician isn't wise in the first place. So I'll discourage that as well, because it's dependent on. You don't you could make yourself a politician, but you can't make yourself elected. You know what I mean? So yeah. I'd probably discourage that type of thinking. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
There was something else we was talk about, but time don't run us down. But happy birthday to our chairwoman of Carnival.
Big S H.
This makes sense. You know, she born in December, Carnival time. She's yeah. You see how things work out?
Indeed.
Yes, we hope you have a blast. Well, obviously you're going to have a blast. Because why wouldn't you?
Big up Shannon. Shannon, big up yourself. Happy birthday.
Panorama, you should hold birthday party.
Indeed.
Look how you see it.
Indeed. But yeah, big up the cheerleader of Carnival.
Yes, and guys, make sure you go out to Panorama tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good show. I think there's been a lot of interest in this show, like I was saying yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
There seem to have been a good amount of tickets sold.
Just about to say here, tickets were selling like hot bread and butter.
Yeah, man. People really looking forward to the event. It's gonna be a good one. That's St. Kitts?
Yeah, that's a St. Kitts uniform.
No going on there?
Oh Lord.
This is this morning?
No, I think it's well, man.
Oh, okay.
Hey, where my money?
Which money?
Come to my account. Where my dividends?
Then it's about the 31st.
Okay, just make it sure. We might not have it until I get it, you know.
Yeah. Well, guys, really want to thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with us this morning on Friday.
Indeed.
Here on LNT, whether you join us on winmediaskn.com, YouTube, or any of the digital media platforms, WinMediaSKN, etc. Thank you so much. If you're listening on your radio, 98.9 FM, or someone else's radio, thank you so much for being a part of it. And make sure that you let your friends know that, hey, LNT, you know, that's what we're doing Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. That's how we're spending our times. And there is no excuse. Okay? Unless you're busy, then you could just listen to it afterwards. You could just listen to it afterwards, yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah. But guys, I really want to wish you guys a safe weekend filled with fun and rest. Hey, there's people getting married this weekend.
Oh, you? Congratulations, friend.
No.
Oh, because you're here doing so I thought.
No. Listen, no. That's not happening this weekend. There's people having events. There's all sorts of things going on. So whatever it is you get into, please be safe. Deal with people with love, respect, grace, and exercise some empathy. And of course, get yourself ready and juiced up for the upcoming week. It's gonna be one of those weeks.
Yes, and the budget.
Wait. What? Today's a VAT reduction there.
Yeah, me sure.
Yeah.
That there to there.
And tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to know what you're talking about. We come on.
And so, yes, make sure you take advantage of that. The budget continues after we leave.
Yeah. You listen to any of Premier Brantley's address?
I saw snippets of it.
Yeah, I listened to again, maybe like 45 minutes, 50 minutes of it.
How's that going?
It was interesting.
Okay.
It was an interesting take on what was said the previous day, the response.
Okay.
And there was a lot of suggestions made. But I said people just find the weirdest things to argue about. And and this is something that I don't get, right? This is something that I don't get. We always complain about the fact that people can't just take things for what they are, right? There's some people yesterday who I saw upset with others for being supportive of things that the premier said.
But
right?
You just bother
No.
them things?
No. What I'm saying it's just an interesting dynamic where do we understand
No.
that someone can say something, we can agree with it, right? We can agree with it, but yet still have different views on other topics.
No,
Like we don't.
They're nothing no more.
Like we can't just agree with something some person says and then like don't like something that
That
no.
is not how it works.
Oh.
Okay. They look at the message or not the message.
Yeah, but the reason that I would believe that the reason why the messenger you don't like the messenger in the first place is because of things they might have said or done.
No. Everything after that, once it coming from that messenger, great stuff. So you go, friends. So you go. But speaking of go, we got to do that.
Yeah, we gotta leave, we gotta go, we gotta disembark. So guys, thank you again so much for being a part of the show this morning, and please remember to learn from the losses of others. Please also remember to spend more time living your content than posting it.
Please.
And remember, you can't be everybody's cup of tea because you is not a mug. We're gonna see you guys on Monday.